What's up, gamers? Neosquad here. Welcome and welcome back. Good to be here tonight. I was feeling a little off last night. Sorry about that. And my activity shows that right after I started, Crosstown Donkey gave me a follow. If you are here, thank you so much. I'm missing one thing here. Let me pop this out. I forgot to do one thing real quick. So I could. The freaking YouTube. I'm sorry. So I dual stream to YouTube, which is a pain in the butt. It's a pain to dual stream to YouTube. But I do it. I'm happy to do it. I definitely have several people who follow me there. To get the vertical stream to work, though, yeah. Where was I? Sorry. My wife just walked in asking me a question real quick. Should have had her say hi to you guys. Anywho, right, YouTube multi-stream. So I have to stream horizontal and vertical separately. Unlike Twitch, that supports an enhanced broadcasting, so I actually can do with one stream key, both horizontal and vertical. And then YouTube, I have a chat window through OBS for the YouTube vertical and the YouTube horizontal separately from each other. Uh, but YouTube chat changes the URL for this thing every single stream. It makes no sense to me. None at all. It makes it impossible. I have to manually update stuff every single time and kind of frustrating. Uh, what? Okay. Um, multi-chat in Atom on September 1st is gonna go to a subscription. Hmm. Hmm. I might have to find a alternative solution for multi-chat then. Oh, that's frustrating. I'll have to see how much it is. It's very inconvenient that they're going to be pulling that out of the free Atom, but I get it. Atom has a lot of free stuff. So finding some way to make Atom more profitable does make sense for them. But it doesn't even work well with YouTube. It often doesn't show the YouTube chat properly. A lot of the times it doesn't show how many people are watching on YouTube, when it usually shows. Yeah, like I'm about to go to my main stream now and pop out that chat window because I don't trust the Ada multi-stream chat to show me YouTube chat. Let me pop this out and bring her over and make her a good size. And I will throw this in there and this over there. I know you can't see what I'm doing, so this is very fascinating content, I am sure. I'm just reorganizing windows on my second screen to make this more reasonable for me. Okay. With all that technical jargon out of the way, let me close that browser and we will go over to the game. Um, the audio might be off. I did not get a chance to check the audio before I started the stream. So the audio might be off. Let's find out. It might be a little loud. That's being picked up. Yeah, the audio is a little loud. 50. Slightly higher than I usually like. Go to 45. And then 75 on the music. Alright. That looks reasonable. Let me know, guys, if the audio is a little high or low. It looks like the levels are good, though. So, ONI, but everybody farts. Let's start a survival. We will do a classic. Let's see, what asteroid do we want? Could do Frosty. Could do Oceania. Do some salt water. Let's do some saltwater fun. Why not? So let's see what we rolled. Frozen core with magma chitin. Let's reroll the world seed. An ocean with glaciers and a frozen core. Jeez. Wow. That's very cold. I could make use of that, but at the same time not having any magma for late game power kinda sucks. Although, I mean, if everyone's giving flatulent, it helps a little bit. Let's do crash satellite, volcanic activity, no. Let's do a geoactive. Alternate pod location. You know what? That could be fun. Let's do it. Volcanic activity, geoactive. There's going to be a lot of geysers and volcanoes to explore and utilize. Alternate pod location is interesting. And then the nearest thing to me is a glowing wasteland. And then we have tundra near, and then marshy asteroid. And a few others with no traits. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is get our 3 dupes. So, everyone needs flatulent. It's ONI, but everybody farts. So, every dupe we ever take needs flatulent. I'm not necessarily going to say if the printer pod gives us someone flatulent, we have to take them. I don't know if I'm ready for that necessarily. I'll just do standards. Still no flatulence. We will go. I need a digger. Let's reroll until we see a flatulent. Yeah, man. Flatulent. Okay. Well, this digger kind of sucks as a digger, but they can do farming. So I guess after they're done digging, or if there aren't any digging errands, at least they'll have something useful to do. And there is some science. That will allow me to level up faster, which is nice. Speaking of science, I do still need a researcher. I need to try and get a dedicated researcher. Let's go until we get flatulent. Have to be careful not to get flatulent and then click through it. Because as you see, doing it this way is a bit of a pain. Wow, I'm just getting everything except. Okay. Increased machinery, so if there's no researching, you can operate machines at a decent tick. Oh, look! Multi-chat's decided to tell me how many people are watching on YouTube. Cool. For some reason, it shows kick as 0 when it always shows me as 1 before. Alright, so I have a digger. I have a researcher. My digger's technically a farmer as well. Builder or a cooker. Thinking a builder? Builder, cooker, or operator, or I could use a second digger. I'm gonna do a builder. Why not? Alright, we just go until we get flatulent. Hold up. Building, cooking. Nice. Suit wearing, I mean, is what it is. Not a bad thing. Gives me a little more run speed, which is useful for building. Morale bonus while in space is not going to do much. The increased strength is nice here. Maybe you'll carry some stuff too. But a building cooking is a really nice combo for this group. Right, everyone's flatulent. Gonna be a pain until I can properly manage the natural gas everywhere. But we will embark. First thing to do is pause. The only mod I'm running is one that auto pauses when the printing pod's ready to print. So nothing that like materially changes how the game plays. So there's fresh water. There's our backup fresh water. Not a whole lot doing otherwise. I was hoping for a spot nearby that has, like here, with a bunch of natural plants near it. Just wondering. Or, let's look out. So, 4, 4, 4. So a floor there would be ideal. That's obviously not going to happen. It would be like that. I want to get a nature reserve here that they have to walk through. Another option is to leave this buried muck root. Leave these guys. Oh, that buried muck root's on an oxalite, so that'll die. That'll be another 2 tall. Oh, no, it'll be like 2 tall there. Yeah, so I think I'll try to make this area my nature reserve. Let's look at rooms. What do I need again? It's been a little while. Nature reserve. It needs min tiles 32 with the 4 wild plants, which will be the bristle, the mealwood, and these 2 buried muck roots. Cancel those. That's a reminder. So this right here is going to be a weird 2 high. And then 4. And I'll try to get my water down here, but for right now, I'm going to need to come out over here. I will tap into this. And 16 by 4. Door. Actually, door. Wall there, door. And that starts the next room. Which means that this will be, let's see, that's 40. I need at least 32, but I'm going to have 39, 38, 37, 36. That actually works really well. Because like if I go that, like this. And I could technically do that and take that piece out too. Okay, and let's just start digging. Welcome, Mega Phoenix on YouTube. This is Oxygen Not Included. It's like a sandbox, base building survival game. If you're familiar with stuff like RimWorld, you might be comfortable with a game like this. A lot of Oxygen Not Included gameplay is around fluid dynamics, both gases and liquids as fluid dynamics. The big goals, though, would be getting to the surface, launching. Your end goal is to leave the God, you go through this like time dimension portal. A little hard for me to explain it on the fly. But at first, it's about survival. We are building our base out. We need to handle food, bathroom, stress levels, a lot of the basic stuff in survival and base building games. I'm surprised you haven't seen Oxygen Not Included. I mean, it is an older game at this point, but it's still pretty popular, I think. Let me, on the full screen, let's look at this. I'm gonna move myself over slightly, so you'll be able to see the controls in the bottom right a little better. Priorities, let's see. So my researcher is going to research. Shocker. My digger is going to focus digging. And you also are a research farmer, right? So farming and ranching will be your backups, as well as supplying and storing. Otto here is my builder cooker. So you are getting building and cooking. Shocker. And I'm just going to leave everything else. You know, attacking is always very high. Life support. I'll leave life support standard. If I want something toggled, I want it toggled now. And otherwise, I think I'm good. I'm going to the video on real quick. Okay. I came over here. Whoa. Mega Phoenix, where were you watching before? Because now the multi-chat is picking you up. But I would have to do something on like... Were you watching... Where were you watching for? You were on the sorts? Oh, shorts. Oh. Yeah, now I see. Oh, okay. I got my shorts chat window and my regular YouTube chat windows mixed up. I should have known that. That's my bad. I'll need a pitcher pump. We gotta start pumping water. And then for now, I'm gonna put 4 there. You know what? I'm gonna dig at a priority 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will put that up to a priority 6. I need to get bathrooms in ASAP. Those and wash basins at 6. And then a pneumatic door. And I'll lower the default priority back to 5 so I don't accidentally do stuff at 6 all day and just ruin my priorities. Okay, get the bathroom so no one pees on the floor and starts mixing urine, polluted water with the regular water. I will raise the speed a little bit while they are working on that. And then we need a basic research station. I'll do 2 batteries and a manual generator. I am forgetting how to copy is B, right. Get some metal over here. Break into that. I'll break into this as well. That is going to dump a lot of CO2 down, which hopefully just settles down here. I will also need to do that. And I'll door. And a manual generator and some wire. And that'll do for that. Bathrooms are up and running, and you guys looks like you have water. I will priority 7 managing the bathroom. I mean, great, you're running on that, but until I have a battery, that doesn't really help. Yep, there we go. Use the bathrooms. And washing hands on the way out. Nice, so germs don't leave the bathroom. And eating. Okay. Not too worried that I don't have beds yet. I will get them, I promise. So this is the nature reserve right here, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wild plants. That means beyond this door, because this is going to be my spine. Oh, that's the end of the world. I should have made my spine on the other side, actually. Actually. Right, unusual pod location. Right. Spine would have been a little better on the other side. Do I have enough room to make it here, actually? Because there, door. I do. I would have to move this. I think it's worth doing. fine. Nature reserve. Bedroom? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Or bathroom because all the water's gonna be over here anyway. Okay, I like that. Let me cancel this stuff. I'll let those finish. And then we will base. With that, I will move this door to the left 1 or 2 at some point. I can move that door over as well. I will just bring this all the way up. That's actually clean water there too? Okay. And let's start researching. My first research is just going to be to get to advanced research. And once my researcher is done with whatever he's doing, we'll start researching. Good stuff. This looks cool. What kind of games are you usually into, Mega Phoenix? And when did ONI come out? I want to say like 2011? Yeah, it's not exactly a new game. Grab some metal over here because it's there and I want it. I will leave this CO2 just stuck there for now. This can just be set to open. No reason to have them wait to open that door all the time. Survival, okay. Yeah, if you like base building survival especially, you would really like this. Okay, and let's keep moving up with that. And then when I get here, I don't want this sand to fall on their head. So I'm gonna go like that. In order to keep going. A little pocket of metal. For now, I don't need a ton of metal, but getting more is helpful. I don't need any of these tutorials. So my next thing, I need to go beyond this door and start putting... What am I putting over here again? Bedrooms. Bedrooms, bathrooms. I don't think it makes a big difference which one I do. What format can you get it on? This game, I played it on Steam. I know it works on Windows and on Mac through Steam. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, if it's available anywhere else or not. I assume you mean platform. By what format? Let's get these guys some beds, eh? there, put that there. So I only need 32, right? So there, because I have 3 tiles missing, will get me to 32. I need like that. Which then will deconstruct that. And we'll deconstruct those 3. And that will be my nature preserve. So there's the natural gas starting to float around. I always forget, does natural gas float on top of or below the good oxygen? I want to say it floats between the CO2 and oxygen layers. Open up a second avenue to get this natural gas flowing properly. Yeah, it floats below oxygen. It'll be a little awkward getting it to go where I want. But I'll make it happen. So now we'll leave both of these open. And then build that. And let's get some beds. Furniture. That'll do for now. Keep exploring both up and down. For Oceania, there's not a lot of salt water yet. Temperature overlay. I don't suppose I've seen any geysers yet, have I? There's a cold biome there and up into here. Wait, is that regolith? No way, I am that close to the surface? Okay. Wow. So the surface, space is right up here then. So space spawned very close to the top right corner, because there's the right edge. So I really need to explore to the left. I mean, this. And auto pause did not work. Interesting. Good to know. I will need brute force refinement before I can smart battery. Let's start getting meal prep. And we'll choose a blueprint. I'm only doing flatulent. None of those are, so print the oxyfern. And for now, let's just keep digging to the left a bit. Will I be able to dig through a lot of this? Not really. A lot of this I won't be able to dig through. Like, look, these dig errands won't work. How much longer until my digger... Alright, my digger is about halfway level up on XP. Yes, natural gas is going to be a huge problem until I can obviously solve it. now let's just increase the area that my CO2 can. Let's increase the CO2 sink down here. Yeah, that'll do for now. Just get a nice sink down here for the CO2 and by proxy the natural gas to dump into. How much is it on Steam? You know, I've owned this game for so long. Let me go to the store page. It is $24.99 USD. There are bundles. There are some deal, most if not all the DLCs I think are very useful to get. But just the base game is $25 USD. You should be able to find it on sale at some point. It was released 2019. I just got an alert sound and didn't actually see what it was. Well, that's awkward. Oh, shining bugs. Alright, let's relocate to here. Let's relocate the shine bugs to here so this bristle blossom will grow. Shine bugs, I think, only live 25 days and then they die off. So it's very easy to relocate them because they're always dropping eggs. Because of that, I'm going to put those to auto. I'm going to actually put these relocates to 9. I definitely want those eggs to go in there before the time runs out. Let's go to harvest. I will enable harvest on all that stuff. Everything here. You, and you, but not the other two, because the other two are one-time harvest items. And if I get rid of them, then the nature reserve breaks. Ooh, a dust cap. I can do some mushroom farming over here. Hoping this natural gas gets pulled down as the CO2. Oh, that's not good. Let's yellow alert that. Get that dug out so I can re-access my food. The oxalite must have broken there. So this needs to die. I'm gonna deconstruct all that. And build that. And then stations, a supercomputer right there. I believe I need this tile built before I can do that. Supercomputer, power, wire. And then there's some coal over here, so I can do coal power if I want. It looks like I've got some coal over here as well. There's some uranium, so I can get the very advanced research started whenever I want to, because it requires radiation. Oh, there's a shovel over here. Oh, jeez. A shovel. I see another. There's another shovel. Oh, that is a little annoying. Shovels can be a pain in the butt this early. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We got bathrooms. They have cots. I'll think about getting the game. Yeah, man, if you have any questions, my next goal is going to be power automation to some degree, so I don't have to keep having someone run on the manual generator. Though, if I go to research, actually, now I think about it, I'm going to need brute force refinement, because the smart battery requires refined metals. Can't do supercomputer anyway. Have you played Jurassic World Evolution 3? I have not. Is that the Jurassic game where you essentially build the Jurassic theme park? If so, that seemed like a really cool game, and I'd probably be interested in trying it out. But I have not played it, no. Plenty of oxalate still going. I should build a couple oxygen diffusers. Probably gonna build one, honestly, way down here. Kinda inconvenient that I built the cots inside this CO2. I will need to dump that CO2 down. And we will build those tiles. Power, wire. Let's bring the wire into the floor. And over and up. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with these rooms yet. Yeah, those kind of like sim theme park kind of games I do enjoy. I do think it'd be fun to do. It's just not something that's been the top of my priority list. And there are a few games that I'm really interested in playing that are coming out soon. The biggest one, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Astronauts. Played a little Quasimorph. Those both got to their 1.0 release recently. The next big release that I'm interested in is September 22nd with Graveyard Keeper 2. I loved the first Graveyard Keeper, and I'm really excited for the second one. It seems like it's going to do a lot of stuff I wish the first one did. Kind of hard to get 5 stars in it, but I have a park with 5 stars. Nice. I also like gosh, is it Theme Hospital? No, Theme Hospital is the original game from like the 90s, right? So the 2 Point games. The 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Museum, I think those are really fun games as well. If you don't know those games, if you like something like Jurassic World, you will probably like the 2-point games. But somebody has leveled up a skill. Probably, yeah. My researcher makes sense because he has such high science. He's levels up faster than everyone else. And getting to advanced research, you can now use supercomputers. I'm gonna go back to the battery. And then for now, it's ugly, it's inconvenient, but I need a rock crusher. I'm just gonna shove it right there and put a wire right to it. Ah, that's horrible. So that. That is ugly. I'll look into them. Yeah, they're great fun. They have a more like lighthearted, silly vibe to them, but I definitely think they're worth a go. I'm hoping the shovels don't come down and just kind of stay near the surface. Shovels do tend to stay near the surface. I believe they eat the regolith up here. You have a 2-screen setup but no face cam and you want to start streaming. Just start. Honestly, just start. I didn't have a camera for a while either. My best advice to you, it took me a little over, just over a month to get affiliate. So I did decently getting to affiliate. It might have been good timing with games, but I like to think that I had a little bit of an influence on it. So find a game that has like 2 to 12 other streamers that you enjoy and can play a lot of. For me, Stone Shard and Battle Brothers were my go-tos when I started. For some reason, I don't know why, Battle Brothers has fallen off in streaming, but Stone Shard is still going strong. They are like a CRPG vibe, Stone Shard. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. But find a game that has about 2 to 12 other streamers, enough that people will see your stream, but not so many that you get lost in the sauce when you're small. I will get grilling on you for now. And then it's a bonus. I think it's a bonus, if not a necessity, that that game you choose also has a good viewer to streamer ratio. I would go for at least a 20-to-1 ratio personally. 20 viewers per streamer on average. That means that there's enough people watching that category to have people who will find you and will give a smaller streamer a chance. There are 2 ways to go when you start streaming. I'll see if I can even stream. That's a fair point. I suggest using OBS. You can also use Streamlabs. I think Stream Elements might have something as well. But really, Streamlabs and OBS are the 2 big ones, and I think OBS is the better of the 2 platforms. To set up all of your screens, to set up to watch chat on the side, starting and stopping streams, etc. At first, just pick one platform to stream on. My main platform is Twitch. though, eventually I started multi-streaming. So I'm also on YouTube and Kick. Waiting until I need to get to 50 followers before I can successfully apply to stream on TikTok. Let's do copper to ore to copper. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 500 copper for now. The solid copper is gonna be needed for the batteries that I get. Still requires a food source. Yes, I know. I am producing oxygen. Coal generators. I'll probably throw a coal generator down here. Behind a smart battery. I'll tuck it away over here in this section. Oh, cool steam vent. So it is still steam, so it's 110 degrees Celsius when it comes out. But it's a cool steam vent, so it drops to liquid relatively fast. But at the same time, this area will slowly get hotter and hotter. I've dug far enough to see it. I don't see shovels. I don't see hints of any other geysers or vents that I need to uncover. Although there's phosphorite over here. That's not really increasing in temperature drastically. Phosphorite can be a sign of a buried volcano. So far, just this cool steam vent. It's awkward because it's just hot enough. Don't have enough storage, like enough storage to install OBS. Because although it's nice to... Oh, printing pod, choose a blueprint. No flatulence, so I'm not getting a duplicate. Briar seed, no. I'm just gonna get the nutrient bars. Get 4,000 more kilocalories. Yeah, there's too much to do around. I am hoping I get a flatulent dupe soon. You can't stream because storage. I would get that if it was you can't stream and record because of storage. But you can't stream because of storage. That feels odd to me. Let's sweep. Nope. Let's relocate it here. I'm gonna fill this with shine bugs to make sure that this bristle blossom is always growing. And by bringing them all here, I can more easily relocate shine bugs to other places if I need to in the future. I will not go through that granite because I don't want to release the slime lung yet. Yeah, recording is a lot of space. It takes a lot of space. You probably want at least a 500 gig hard drive to do some recording as well as streaming. Personally, I have a 2 terabyte SSD that I record to. Not bragging, just letting you know what I have. But oh, there's a touch of salt water there. I'm still surprised I have such little salt water. And with this cool steam vent, if I find a way to cool this area, you never really have to desalinate the oceans, which is a shame because on an Oceania, I would I would be looking forward to actually doing that stuff. But at this point, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so that, and then there's the door. The door there. Power. Smart battery. I don't have researched yet. I assume you are working on the research now. Well, if you can't record, I assume you don't post on YouTube either. So you don't really have to worry about recording a lot. If you stream on YouTube, it automatically saves the VODs. If you're streaming on Twitch, you can turn on to autosave VODs. As a regular streamer, I think you get only like 2 or 3 days worth of VODs saved. If you are, once you get to affiliate, you get 14 days. And if you get to Twitch partner, eventually, you get more than that. I think a month or so. I need the heavy watt wire. That's non-negotiable. And where is natural gas generator? I will need the natural gas generator. After the heavy watt, I'll go down here and get gas pumps to start finding a way to filter the natural gas out. Use your phone for that. Interesting. I'll have to check you out at some point. What do you usually do on YouTube? Oops, sorry. I hit my mic. What do you do on YouTube? Do you do gaming content or something else? Alright, rock pressure. I'm going to hit you with a 6 priority. Yeah, if someone has the bandwidth to do it, they should. Don't post much now, but trying to get back into it. Yeah, no kidding. I still don't post much on YouTube. I was deep in YouTube between 12 and 15 years ago and got partner way back then, and then just burnt out and completely fell off. But I'm trying to get back into it. It just takes time. Everything takes time, right? Did I get... I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I researched... I did not research the park sign. I think that'll be my next one. Although no one's stressed at all. I would like for this to just be a nature reserve. There's no way I'll be able to see if there's a shine bug egg there. There is not. Why are you... Major eye irritation? Oh, from the natural gas in there, yeah. Let's build a couple mesh tiles. Get that down. Get that flowing out. There, go there. Over here will be power. I will need the smart battery here. And I'm gonna need some heavy watts. Which I will, for now, go in here, say, hey, I want to track copper ore. And do I have... No one's been able to touch the rock crusher yet. Everyone's just too busy. That's the problem with only having 3 duplicates. By now, I would like 4 to 6 duplicates. But the challenge run kind of thing I'm doing requires they have flatulent, so they're all producing natural gas at all times. I think it's an interesting challenge run, personally. Break into here, get this oxalate burning off, which will just push the natural gas down farther. As these produce oxygen, it'll push up, pulling the natural gas down. There goes oxygen. It's going to take a minute for that to work its way through. Maybe I'll pause research after this. It is nice having the supercomputer next to the pitcher pump here. Makes it very easy to bring the water over for the supercomputer. But I will want to dump my water down at some point to make this buildable area. I'm shocked no one's done the rock crusher yet. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. I officially have refined copper. So let me check that off so it's always showing here. Only got 50 kilograms, but start power. Smart batteries require, I believe, 200. Heavy watts, I will need... I'm going to put just 1 smart battery on you. And I'll eventually want 2 of you. And a storage bin between to hold coal. I'll do heavy watts out like that. The smart battery should be able to just slot right there after that's all done. And I will need a power transformer. I suppose I'll put it in there, since I don't know what I'm doing that far down. Anyway. I have that. Where is the... Oh, the heavy watt joint plate. I should already have. Okay. Give me the park sign. Power heavy watt joint plate will go there. And then I need a power spine of heavy watt wire. playing some Rocket League right now. You know, my cousin, who is also my best friend, huge into Rocket League, and it never really stuck with me. I tried Rocket League for a while, and it never really clicked for me. Yep, just a lot of construction. Once I get these coal generators up and running, though, I'll just need someone to occasionally come and top off their coal, which will be much faster than someone running on the manual generator. Do those mesh tiles there. Try and get this natural gas to dump itself down quicker. Power. The heavy watt wire needs to go into there. And then regular wire. And just go over and connect right now. Actually, you know what? Campfire wire will go down. This I will have to build like that. Smart battery. I still need 150 more copper or to go to copper. I'm gonna chill. Just gonna chill and let them do their thing. Next print's in 0.3 cycles. I will speed up time actually, because I really want another cop build. 0.2 cycles. I will build a ladder piece right there. There we go, 60 seconds. Got a decent amount of natural gas building right now. 3, 2, 1. Print is available. Flatulent? No flatulent still. That sucks. I really could use a fourth dupe, but what do I get for doing it this way? It's all going to be randomized. And there's the vacuum of space. Eventually, you build rockets, and you can launch yourself into space. A lot of hydrogen gas over here, some chlorine. Here's a cold zone. Weezeworts are cold, and it's on top of ice. Bit of a giveaway. The abyssalite here protects it from this hot region. And I look around while in temperature because the neutronium here that these geysers sit on always has an immeasurable temperature, which makes it a little easier for me to see it on the heat map here. However, I'm not seeing it right now. Now the shine nymphs in here are causing this bristle blossom to grow, so free food. Do I increase the urgency of the rock crusher? Oh, what research was that? Let's see. Heavy watt wire, blah blah blah, yep. Park sign. Okay. Let's build Oh, is it under furniture, right? Yeah, park sign in here. I'll change that from a miscellaneous room to a nature reserve. Since people have to walk through it to get to the beds, it'll give everybody a huge morale buff. I think +6 in the day. More than anyone possibly needs in my colony right now. There we go. Yeah, get it. I have 200 kilos of fine metal now. Now that I have the refined metals, go back to research. What do I need next? I'll grab the natural gas generator. And then the stuff I need to move gas around. Nature reserve, barracks, latrine. I'll make a proper toilet somewhere. Oh, the power transformer. I should have put in this too high. That's what I have it here for. I have this too high here to put stuff like a power transformer. It would be a little awkward if I want to put a door here. And if I don't care about a door, I'll just do that. And a wire bridge. Whoops. Right, O to rotate because they want to make that super simple. I'll need to move this rock crusher. Oh crap. I need automation. I need automation wire. And this thing is going to just run 24/7. That was silly of me. I should have known to build that. Grab all that copper ore now just because. So if I really wanted to, I could just go around this slime for now. Maybe I will. I can just barely squeak by here without touching the slime wall. Ooh, some water weed over here. What I'm most interested in is this cold biome, actually. As the wire bridge is there, I can deconstruct the regular wire behind it. Alright, and automation. Yep, automation wire connected to the smart battery. So right now we'll do at 60% charge. Let's do 40% charge. It'll turn on the coal generators itself at 40%. And then when it fully charges to 100%, it turns the coal generators off by itself. Alright, next. What was I researching up there? Not. Oh, right, the power fossil fuels. Battery fills, full generator stops. And when it gets down to 40%, the generator will go back on. I mean, the best thing about automation wire is it doesn't actually take any power. And there's something else I'd like to crush. Eggshell to lime forever. As far as I know, eggshells don't have any other use but to be crushed to lime. Nice little hatch right over here. I could start ranching when I get the chance to. 0.7 cycles for the pod. Hey, Crosstown! I saw you subscribe to me like right after I started streaming, I think. Thank you so much for that. Or follow me, rather, on Twitch. Thank you so much. What are these, being wag? W, ding, wave, and wag. Interesting emotes. Who, what streamer is that from? Also, pretty sure we're doing this stream together on Friday, yeah? Along with Toffee? I feel like there's a bit of a lag, a bit of a longer lag than usual on my stream right now. So I'm not gonna sweat it too much, just wait for the responses. As soon as the Rock Crusher is done its job, I will be moving it out the way. 0.2 cycles for the printing pod. Get you guys doing that. My research into fossil fuels is done. Now I need gas management. Go right up to the airflow tile, why not? I'm guessing you don't have audio on. Alright, blueprint. Flatulent. Flatulent. Damn it! There's gonna be plenty of salt water. I'm gonna do nutrient bars. Alright, moving on. Polyacumulate, research. Well, I am not producing enough oxygen, that is true. But also, the oxygen's at high pressure everywhere, and there's still oxalate burning. So I'm not worried about that at all. I will want double mesh tile there to get this oxygen out. I waved and went AFK to squeeze my cat. Hey, always, cats and dogs are always a viable excuse to go AFK. Always. If you're not squeezing your cat, I would judge you now. Things are good. Yeah. We are doing the stream together thing on Friday, right? With coffee? Pretty sure we are. By the way, thank you for the follow. I believe you sent me just as I started streaming today. Move my rock pressure down here to allow me to break out of here. Alright, what research have I gotten? Gas. And I set up cycles. I could set up gas cycles in this area, actually. That would be interesting to set up. I think that'd be interesting. It's been a while since I've set that. That, passive filters. I think I'll do that. Who leveled up here? Of course, my researcher. Grab field research. Congratulations. Alright, let me see if I remember how to do this. Ventilation. Controls gas volume permitted through pipes. Was there other ventilation stuff I need to do the passive cycle? I don't think so. You're lurking. That is an intense lurk. You can add my lurk to your list of lurks if you want to. Since you are a follower of me now, you can add another lurk to yours if you're interested. Mega Phoenix, I won. Oh, right, Rocket League. Good on you for winning. You guys are idle. You need stuff to do. Hold up. Stop being lazy. You stop that. Eventually, I want that automation. I'm not used to having so much research done, while also having so much more that needs to be done around the base. You will copy your settings to you, and then you will be deconstructed, as well as you. Okay, I need to move this water down here then. Just dump my water down. There's some oxalate here I'd like to bleed out before I dump too much down. And then under here, we will go plumbing, liquid vent. And then base tile. I want 2 tall there. Go like that. For now, I will ladder there. I'll eventually get rid of that ladder and place a storage unit there. Alright, let's do filters. So if I just do generic gas pumping in, this first one will do, I'll filter out oxygen. So the intake, I have to remember how to do this right. So it's going to flow up here, flow to the right. So intake to output. And then output goes back. So it's going to cycle here with one little piece, or 1 gram, and then this is the output for oxygen. Where do I want the bridges? I'm gonna bring everything down the center of the spine. So then you can come up this side. You will vent over there. And then I need to prime it, which means putting a pump high enough to guarantee that it'll just get oxygen. Which for now can just go like right here. Up here is going to be just all oxygen for a while. Hey, Amy Alex, welcome! Welcome. Going pretty good tonight. Thank you. Got some people watching on YouTube, some people watching on Twitch. Just check out the chat on the stream itself if you want to keep up to date with that. You know what? Let me move that up slightly so you guys can at least see the different sections below that. Is it worth bringing up a little more? I don't think so. Kind of an awkward, like, where do you actually put this thing? You know? But for now, I need a gas pump here. And I am going to prime this first cycle here. Let me... You know, the wire is here. Why not just build a second diffuser up here? Maybe. I will deconstruct that wire, though. And throw my heavy watt there. Wire. Deconstruct that at a warning priority. Pull that through. Alright, this guy, coal. Slightly higher priority to pull coal down here. Oh, bright light, you're too close to that. Oh, I did not consider the lighting when someone goes there, when one of them drops down there. It is a horrible place for the cots then. I should make the bathroom. Oh, actually, it works well with this then. Because I will have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 showers. The showers are the ones that have to be 4 tall. So I'll update this to be the bathroom. I will assign Camille to this cot over here, so she actually gets sleep in the future. But there is my next egg. Make sure that gets down there. So as of right now, both these power transformers are going to go to the same wiring. But they're far away enough that once I need to split my power, it would be useful to have this one down. Have a delay. I mean, the delay could have been it took me a while to see your message. Unless you're seeing a significant delay. Unless you're seeing a significant delay on the stream itself. Looks like you're not seeing chat in real time. I just saw that pop up. So let me know if there's a delay after you hear me read that one. Let's see, where am I gonna dump the water? I'm just gonna dump it down. Like, use this void along with a bit of this. Something like this. Let the oxalite breathe. This will be killing off these plants. I'm not too worried about that. Dig into here. We'll drop the water down. Print is in 1.5 cycles. The easiest way to see if there's a delay, because I have the chat on screen, is to type something in chat and then see how long it takes for it to appear on the screen. Because when it appears on screen is the same moment that I could have seen it. If that helps you. But I've got a bit of a chicken and egg situation here because I want to build the plumbing, which will allow me, putting some storage container here to hold the slime so I don't get slime lung requires proper plumbing. I can't easily do the proper plumbing unless I release the slime lung. Well, you are my cook. Just regular grilling for now is fine. You're really a construction worker. Yep. Yeah, you gotta get out of there and not suffocate. Not suffocating would probably be good for you. And then with the plumbing, we need some liquid piping. Just gonna use the sandstone. This will be my freshwater pipe on the right. I'm gonna go, but I'll be back to see I get off the game. Alright, man. Thank you for tuning in, Mega Phoenix. A little later, I'm probably gonna switch to astronauts, but I'm just glad you were here for this. Enjoy what you're doing, and I will see you around in a bit. Alright, so this gas valve is going to let in 1 gram per second. Which should keep 1 gram permanently floating around here. Let's see, I need a switch. Yeah, let's do that. And then wire. That looks reasonable. And my goal with this is to just prime this gas pipe and valve. So the clean water is going to be up here, which is going to supply the bathroom as well. Like, not seeing it, or... Yeah, that's a big delay. Wow. I see chat when you send it. You don't see my response for like 5 minutes. I'm seeing it and responding to it. Yeah. Wait, why am I dropping so many frames? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me pause the game. Uh, that is odd. I'm not seeing frames missed or skipped. Because my network is just dropping frames like crazy. Oh no. I might be overexerting my... Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop the YouTube vertical stream.